Coach, what was that downhill spiral and that 32-6 run? What were you seeing from your group and from Indiana during that stretch?
Great Indiana. You know, we totally weren't there tonight. You know, for whatever reason, defensively, offensively, rebounding, physicality. I just think it was total domination by Indiana. I always do that, you know, when a game like this in the NBA, it's like you got to give them a lot of credit, you know, because they had a lot of guys out too, right? It's not we could say, oh, you know. So fantastic job by Indiana. A lot of credit. Nets, we weren't very good tonight, and when that happens, you know, it's a you know, it's much like Phoenix, you know, it's a you know, it's a 30-point difference. So.
You talked pregame about physicality from them. What's it take to take a step forward in that physicality department?
I think it's a mindset. First of all, I think you have to come with the mindset, and then of course you got to come with your wares, your physicality and your toughness. And listen, it's not like we don't have those things. We've shown we've had them. We've done it. But right now, you know, below average teams are inconsistent, and that's what we are right now. We're kind of like this, and until we you know, get the group together and find some more consistency. You know, what's disappointing, I thought we had two good efforts, you know, Denver, Utah, you know, and then an excellent road win, and obviously to come here is in front of our fans, you know, you just doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel good at all.
You had the really good bench performance in Chicago, but then tonight, as soon as you started subbing in the second quarter, it just seemed to go downhill from there.
We got to look at it, Greg. You know what? You got to be careful because they were, you know, they've been good and they were good in Chicago, and kind of the reverse happened tonight. So we really got to look at it. It's tough to overreact to either one. What we're dealing with is still trying to find out what that looks like, what our bench looks like. So you know, kind of I think a little bit really got to look at that a little more closely.
He's been with you a couple of games now. What did you see from Shumpert tonight?
Yeah, he plays hard. Shump is Shump. You know, I thought he did give us a spurt of energy there that kind of, I think we got it back to 15 or 13. I thought he was a big part of it. You know, he plays hard. I think he's still trying to get his legs under him. You know, a lot of short shots, but you know, that'll come.
Coach, obviously Spencer gave you 28 tonight, but how tough is it when you don't have somebody else to step up? Maybe it's Torian, or maybe it's somebody off the bench that just doesn't give you.
Yeah, and that's two really good games by Spencer. Listen, you're exactly right. Someone else has to step up, and really step up as a group, you know, to support Spencer. Like I said, he had a good game, but we need some more support. We're not getting it right now. Excuse me, didn't get it tonight. Yes.
Coach, you mentioned the inconsistency.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, we always say it's early, but it stops being early at some point. How concerned are you about the inconsistency?
Listen, I think with a new group, you're trying to build a foundation, a strong foundation, and you know, as you're building, sometimes there are chinks and bricks fall out, and you know, it's not as stable. So I just think right now we're not you know, our foundation isn't strong enough with this new group. You know, we're kind of it's there for a little bit, and then it goes away, and that's in game, and then you know, as these games go on, you know, we've had 2 or 3 really poor performances, and you know, we got to find a way how, you know, to become more consistent.
You mentioned the consistency. I mean, so obviously shooting can have that problem. Did you find that effort is also a problem? You know, the loose ball differential that Indiana was.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, obviously last 4 or 5 games we have not shot the ball well, and the ball hasn't gone in for us. But disappointed we didn't have the resiliency to at least stave them off a little bit. It's almost like we succumbed when succumbed to their physicality, their want of 50-50 balls. Just because that shot's not going in, doesn't mean you don't do the little things, and that's a disappointing thing. You can take a loss, but when we're not doing the little things, we're not kind of going where it hurts when we miss shots. That's disappointing.